So we're back. This is King Panda for King Panda Talks. We're at episode 16. Sa awa ng Diyos, wala pa rin sponsor. Kailangan ba tayo magkakasponsor? Wala pa eh. Wala pa lumalapit. Meron na malapit. So, for all our viewers, I just want to give you guys a little bit of background. In the world of art, kasi alam lang natin mga painting eh. Alam lang natin yung mga binato ng pintura, painting, nagmamahal ang presyo, yung mga hindi nakakaintindi. So, there's a different segment of the art market which is called art toys. No? And these are not toys na, I wish yung G.I. Joe ko hindi ko binuksan ng bata ko kasi pwede nang pambayad ng matrikula sa Xavier sa isang taon yon. Dahil sobrang mahal na ngayon. But nung bata tayo, tinatanggal ko pa yung katawan yung rubber band. Di ba? So, they're so expensive now because we go back to our childhood. And a lot of guys who have the money now, they buy these art toys, these figures. But there's a separate segment of the art world called art toys. And these are a culmination of different inspirations of different artists, and they make it into, I would say, childhood fantasy, bringing it to life when they become adults. And we're lucky in this country to have one of probably the best in the world na gumagawa ng art toys. A lot of his friends are mutual friends of mine back in college, and he's one of the few guys that have gained a lot of traction over the last few years and has never changed. So sana lahat ganun di ba? But anyway, without further ado, I need to introduce to you Quiccs Maiquez.
Thank you, Hans. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again pala.
Nice to see you again, pare.
Kamis, tagal natin hindi nagkita din. I'm glad to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
Hintay mo na natin yung CNN di ba? But no, Quicks, a lot of people, this will be a totally different interview because everybody who got you on a show asked you about your toys, asked you about the inspiration and all these things, which we will touch on. But a lot of people are very, very curious how Quicks started. Who's Quicks? Guys, kwento ko lang paano ko, yung famous kwento bakit nakilala ko si Quicks. Kasi nagmakaawa ako sa partner niya, si Carlo, dahil nabasag yung Zeta ko. So, inaraw-araw ko si Carlo.
Andyan yan.
Wala sa kabila. Pare, kulang na lang, lagyan ko ng kahadiyero yun eh.
Wow.
So, it was the first time in my life that I actually fell in line to acquire one of your toys. And hindi ko alam na may pila pala. And then the pila is for another pila at 4 p.m. But this is the culture, and this is how much fun it was. Because everybody hangs out. Sayang, wala pa si Jeff nun. Kundi, meron tayong Poland. Meron tayong kutsaya.
Naalala ko din na yung mom niya. Nagbebenta ng food.
Kaya nga, may pagkain tayo, diba? So this last event was really fun kasi andun lahat, But, going back, where did you really start?
So, 80s baby ako. 1982 ako pinanganak. Me and my older brother. Pinanganak kami growing up watching IBC 13, RPN 9. So, a lot of our mga ka-age also grew up watching the stuff we did. So, andyan sila, Shider, Bioman,
Voltes 5, Mazinger Z,
Transformers, Mazinger Z, Daimos,
yun. Si He-Man.
Yeah. And yung brother ko nun, parang idol ko siya sa pagsa-sketch. So, he was the one who kind of inspired me to be into art. Although siya hindi niya tinuloy. Ako, tinuloy-tuloy ko. I found a passion for doing art. And mostly since grade school tsaka high school, puro robot talaga yung dinadrawing ko. So, I just stuck to my guns. found a way to incorporate my love for hip-hop din, tsaka graffiti. Kaya na itsura ng art style ko ngayon. It's pretty much who I am, kung ano yung ginagawa ko ngayon.
At what point did you start getting more inspired in terms of making your own character? Because this character you have, it's si Tech.
Yeah.
Si TEQ.
Yeah.
First and foremost, how did Tech come out?
So, my dream or my goal to be able to design one single character that can represent myself. Una ko nakita yun nung 2001. Nasa Mega Mall ako. Punta akong American Boulevard. Hip-hop ako. Naghahanap ako ng mga bagong hip-hop clothes.
Hindi ko na maalala yun. Tumatanda tayo. 2001.
2001. College. As in second year college ako. Nakita ko yung display ng American Boulevard. Puro toys na hindi familiar sa akin. So I did my research.
That's a clothing store, di ba? American Boulevard.
And they had this peculiar, very rare looking first time for me to see hip-hop toys sa labas ng display nila. I did my research. Michael Lau from Hong Kong designed them.
Mind Style.
Oh, yeah.
Mind Style,
I did some stuff for Mind Style. So he kind of pioneered the genre na an artist can make his own toys, his own designs. So, ever since nun, parang nag-dream na ako na sana magkaroon ako ng sarili ko na toy. And I would ask myself, ano itsura ng toy ko ngayon? So, naisip ko, yun. Pinag-combine ko lang yung hilig ko for Japanese robots, American hip-hop, tsaka the graffiti culture. Kaya ayan, lahat ng mga toys ko ngayon, ganyan yung itsura niya. Kind of embodies who I am. My style, my fashion sense, tsaka yung overall vibe.
Have you always dressed the same way back in college, back in high school?
Yeah. I think, my college friends will attend.
Type of...
Yes. Tsaka pag tinatanong yung college friends ko kung ano yung itsura ko before, lahat sila sinasabi, yun na yun. Ano lang, yung elephant pants naging shorts.
Bakit naka-flare out ba yung ilalim ng shorts?
Parang mahilig ako maglinis ng floor dati nung elephant pants pa yung uso. Kasi lagi yun yung suot ko.
So, but back in high school, let's go back high school, High school ba nag-sketch ka na?
Yeah, as early as, I'd say, grade school. My father used to work for PLDT. Naalala ko yun, siguro 3 times a year. Nasa PLDT art competition ako. As in, tinutulak talaga nila ako ni mama na, uy, sali ka. Manalo, matalo, importante. Yung experience. So,
pero ang importanteng question is, I'm sure meron mga curious,
Yeah.
Were you dating a lot back in high school? Or, kasi usually, you went to Ateneo, right?
Yeah.
Ateneo, all throughout ka.
Grade school, Lasal, till grade 7. And then high
Green
school,
Hills.
I transferred. Yeah.
Lasal Green Hills. And then,
From kinder 1 to grade 7.
What a
GH.
dichotomy. Two rival schools. And
Yeah.
you went to both of them.
But the story behind that is, our parents wanted me and my brother to be Ateneo all the way. But we lived in Mandaluyong and Katipunan was quite far.
Yeah.
So wala pang C5 noong time na yun. Malayo yung ikot sa Aurora Boulevard. So they kind of planned it out na we would study first sa Lasal, which was nearer. And then when we were old enough to bring ourselves to school, Ateneo na. Parang yun nangyari. So that was their plan for us. Which,
but nung high school, kasi alam high school tayo. Naghahanap ka ng... I'm sure sa asawa ko, high school to Hindi na nangyayari ngayon. Pero kailangan may caveat di ba? Nung high school, trabaho namin nun, Don Bosco kami. Punta, tambay kami sa Sbarro, sa SM Center Point. Nahanap ko na taga-Dominica, Sbarro, pare. Pinaka-unang branch sa Sbarro. What were you guys, Lasal, I'm sure Green Hills yan. What did you guys do back in high school?
Hindi kami ma-chicks ng time na yan. Siguro,
Sorry,
you've met Mara. Mara's my first girlfriend. Siya na yun.
So you met...
College.
Mara, sorry may nagpapatanong lang.
Mara's my first girlfriend in nung kami, first year college. Prior to that, wala. Laging lang. The typical, may mga kabarkada kaming babae nun, pero none of them I dated. I never really got serious with anyone till college. May mga barkada kaming girls. Pero typically, the boys kami. High school, alam mo naman sa Ateneo, from first year to fourth year, you ride with the same people.
Yes.
So, naging close kami as a barkada. Although,
actually, no. Because I've never been to Ateneo. Ako yung hindi nakatanggap ng sulat.
Ganun ba?
Hanggang ngayon, wala pa yung sulat. Nag-exam ako ng college entrance exam. Wala ako natanggap ng sulat talaga. Hindi ko alam kung dinedma lang nila. Kaya,
baka nakalimutan lang. Baka nahulog sa
sa
floor.
Baka tinago na nanay ko. Baka disappointed. Hindi na binasa eh. But yeah, so you went all throughout. In college, Ateneo ka rin.
Yes. It was, of course, people would always ask me why I didn't take a fine arts course. It was my parents, the same people who were urging me to do art. Kasi nakikita nila mahilig talaga ako sa painting and drawing. But they also advised me na siguro might be better for you not to train yourself sa fine arts kasi sabi ng dad ko, naalala ko yun na paulit-ulit ka lang mag-draw tsaka magpe-paint dyan. Might as well take a business course, stay in Ateneo, then make a business out of art. I realized na tama siya, and at the same time, ayoko iwan yung mga friends ko. Parang, na-imagine ko kung maglipat ako ng school, I would need the same, parang time to make new friends, meet new people. Close na ako dun sa barkada ko ng high school. So, everything aligned for me to stay and take a business course.
Most of your friends in high school, they transition to college kasi you hang out with them as well?
Yes. Wow. Nagkataon na Marami sa kanila, same course din yung
Kasi usually pag ganyan, naghihiwalay na landas Diba? Yung iba, nagkakawatak-watak.
I'd say siguro yung solid barkada namin ng 6 of us were landed on the same course.
Wow.
So, although I shifted out eventually dun sa course na yun, we stayed close. We kept close with each other up until now.
Your dad was correct. Kasi majority of artists have no idea how to run a business. And they end up relying on a business manager who eventually fucks them
Which
over.
I still have.
No, but eventually fucks them over. Diba? Kasi wala silang alam talaga You know, and sometimes it's hard to trust someone.
True.
Diba? Kasi you don't really know what's happening. But if you understand, if you have a basic knowledge of how things work.
I guess I'm lucky enough to be able to do that. Not a lot of people know na technically I'm not an artist. I'm a businessman by education. And lucky enough as well to have si Carlo as our business manager. And my sister who lahat ng courses namin almost similar to each other. So
Were they also Ateneo?
Yeah, Comtech
Carlo
din.
also Ateneo?
Regular management I think or
Blue Boys pala lahat.
And si Dex of course, crucial din sa team.
Kasama mo sa Ateneo?
Ade.
Lasal? OV ka ba?
Tough guy yan Yung mga maninindak.
Naninindak na si Green Lanes.
Skyball.
Nakaharap si Green Lanes.
Doon ko nakikita yun. Sa
Skyball.
Skyball.
Doon pala kayo nagkakilala.
Sa Skyball.
Skyball. So, ganun pala. So, it all started back in college. And then, when did you guys start forming Burnwater? And if you guys don't know, Quiccs and Carlo, which you'll meet it's part of this video. You own a graphic
design
studio and like a branding consulting firm,
Yeah, it's more of a heavily focused design boutique. We formulated that many years after college actually. I knew Carlo a little bit lang nung college. We weren't friends back then. Pero I knew about him because of Blue Skies, gamers. Dota tsaka Counter-Strike. But we weren't close. Ang kilala ko from the Burnwater team from before was si Dodong and Randy. Even from college. But they're batch lower sa akin. I tried my career on freelance muna after graduating because as early as second year college, alam ko na yung gusto kong gawin. Kaya yung mga professor ko, binibigyan na ako ng mga side racket. Kasi they kinda knew na I was good in illustrating. So, yung mga Macromedia Flash na interactive storybooks, I went through that. And so, as early as second year college, alam ko na yung gusto kong gawin. Medyo nga, nadidisappoint ako sa ibang subjects na hindi ko trip. But later in life, I realized na it's the discipline of studying whatever. It's not the actual... Kasi wala ka namang gagamitin after college din sa mga pinag-aralan mo. But the fact that...
lalo na calculus.
Calculus. Tsaka kahit yung... tawag dito. Like philosophy, theology.
Yung siya sabi nila sa calculus, find X. Madalas, find your phone, find your susi. Find X. I mean,
true.
But it's the discipline and the process in trying to find X is what's ingrained. It's patience, the process, the step-by-step, the systematic approach.
And whatever like a new task you're given after graduating, you already know how to study.
Yes.
Diba? And you already know how to
madaling mag-absorb.
Communicate with other people to help you. Parang ganun.
Tama.
So, it's parang gym lang siya. Yung college to build your muscles.
To build your resistance. To build your endurance.
For real life, kumbaga.
Your mental endurance, as they say,
Yeah. That's what I realized after college. Pero going back to my story, since second year college, I was really heavy into graphic design. And after 4 years of freelancing, I decided maybe I want to be more stable. So, nakilala ko sila Carlo. And they already had a running business, but it wasn't a partnership yet. And when I went in, we reorganized the company to become more of a partnership between the
and
five of us.
This was second year college?
No, way after college
Way
na.
after college na.
2008.
No, but you realized what you wanted to do at second year college.
Yeah, I was earning money. So, ayoko na dito. May may money na ako sa bulsa.
Second year college. Puta, para saan tayo lumamayang gabi? Saan tayo tatambay?
Yeah. Earning money and at the same time, may side hustle kami ng time na yun. Sa Ateneo, pwede pa mag-yosi ng dati. So, sa buong campus, kami yung tambayan na pwede kang bumili ng yosi. And we made sure na kami lang yung pwesto na pwede.
Ngayon ba bawal naman?
Wala. Bawal
talaga. Pero vape pwede?
Bawal din.
Bawal din?
Oh. I think campuses have been stricter since our time.
Puta tayo eskwela, pwede mag-vape.
But anyways, as early as first year, second year college, nakaka 1.5 a day na ako dun. So I'd treat Mara to Eastwood almost every day.
Kita.
Pucha.
Pare, college pa lang pala to kumikita. Puta, hustler nga. Kaya pala lagi nakaitim eh.
Pero yun nga, parang as early as then, I had a feeling of wanting to escape na school kasi I really wanted, I knew what to do. Parang alam ko na yung gusto kong gawin. But, and eventually after college, graphic design came along and I made a profession out of it.
So when you said, way after college, you guys organized and built
Burnwater Design Studios.
How the hell did you guys come up with the name Burnwater, of all names?
Yung founding partner namin, si Noel Guevara, wanted to make a word that represents doing something impossible. And at the same time, may slight reference to bong. So double meaning siya. So something creative lang.
Sa bong, bula yun eh.
Bula. It's burning water.
Yeah.
So, yun yung kwento nun. We stuck with it. It's a catchy name. Tapos doing the impossible. And unique enough for us to stand out.
No, but what's catchy is, ever since your sophomore year, you kind of had a plan na.
Yeah.
And your plan actually worked. Most people, they have a plan, they try to execute, and it throws them a curve in. It doesn't manifest the way it does. And yours, for some reason, worked out. And there's an element of luck, I would say, but
Definitely.
Hindi rin eh. Because you have the skill eh. So, how, di ba?
Luck is definitely there. And also, we had like side hustles that didn't work. So, not everything worked na I would think na would work. But we stuck with the ones that really
Hindi mo
worked.
naman siguro
ran
ginaya
away.
si Quicks, si BNK, na tayo ng lending pero wala alam sa lending. Diba? Yung, Escobar Lending Agency. Nag-seminar daw siya ng lending after nalugi na yung kumpanya. Sabi na, bakit ka nag-seminar? Para malaman daw niya kung ano ginawa niya mali. That was the funniest thing. So, but you on the other hand, you kind of had a vision now on how to do things, you know?
Not a vision, but an inkling that I was on the right path. Tapos wala. I just grinded it out. But whatever vision I had from before, nandun, nakukuha ko siya. Luckily enough, I'm there. And once I'm there, next mission. So tuloy-tuloy lang. Parang ganun.
So from sophomore year and then all the way up to Burnwater, no?
Yeah. That's one
How
thing
did
that
you manage?
that's one thing that I'd say not a complete success because I thought I would be a freelance artist all the way. But I realized I needed a stabler income. That's why I saw sila Carlo and became part of their organization at Burnwater. So I guess I have a vision for myself, but if I don't reach it, I try to find a way to reach it somehow. So
how do you guys, I mean, how many partners kayo? Well, how many people in the company?
So there's Carlo, Noel, Dodong, and Randy. 4 of them are Atenistas as well. 2 are from batch lower from me. Tapos si Carlos older
Walang
than me. Wala.
Walang Don Bosco.
Ako lang yung Lasalista. Don Bosco si Carlo. Makati.
Don Bosco ka ba?
Makati. Ayun tama. Doon sila nagkakilala. Doon sila nagkakilala
But you went Ateneo College.
Noel was from UANP. Nung college.
Which is, back then, it was called CRC. CRC.
And our studio is there now.
Yeah, yun ang tumanggap na eskwela sa akin eh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got the letter.
Nice. But you still decided to
I was really going to the US at that time. Pero, I think the wait list ako sa Lasal eh.
Nice.
Pero Ateneo talagang hindi dumating yung sulat. Hindi ko alam bakit.
Baka nahulog lang yun Nahulog siya sa rack.
Hindi, wala pang JNT daw nun. Wala pang DHL. Pero, kabayo.
Follow mo ba?
Hindi, parang naalala ko nag-exam ako eh. Kasi alam ko yun eh. Nag-exam ako. 3 kami
asset.
nag-exam eh.
Yung asset.
May exam ba ngayon? Meron pa?
Oo. Syempre.
Kaya tayo na. One of the things that we've seen, interviewing people and talking to a lot of entrepreneurs, and you guys are pretty much entrepreneurs. You guys have like a delegation of duty sa na may clear line. Kasi yun nakikita ko madalas eh. Companies, partnerships, nagkakalabo-labo yung linya. And at the end, they dissolve. It's like bands, di ba? Yung mga bands, ganun eh.
True.
Yung gitarista, naging drummer,
True.
At the end of the day, naghihiwalay. But
yeah.
What would you say made you guys successful in holding that together?
I guess, I've been with our Burnwater partners for 15 years. I'd say, yung sinasabi mo na clear-cut yung duties ng bawat isa. I see it. Parang all of the strengths ng bawat isa sa amin is what made them to be in the position they're in today. So, starting from Noel, videographer, yun talaga yung passion niya. So, he does that for us. Besides being the founding partner, of course, na fulfill niya yung videographer passion niya through Burnwater as well. And kami, ako, si Dodong, si Randy are visual designers. So, we are also able to fulfill that. And as creative directors, nag-guide namin yung mga mas bata sa amin within the organization.
So, meron na kayong mga ginugroom?
Oh, yes, of course.
Baba.
Yeah, our graphic designer artists are very talented.
Yun ang importante, Somebody who's gonna carry the baton later on.
Of course. And one of them is actually Checkdisk na parallelly is also doing his own toys under the Bullet Punk universe.
Checkdisk he's
pangalan niya? Neil. Oh.
Neil.
So, he's also
Hindi ko alam, tawagin ko siyang chick eh.
in Czech.
Hindi naman, Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia.
Di ba?
So, he's parang senior artist for Burnwater. And
small world, kaya it all
more
boils
like
down to the same thing.
since he also has passion for designing toys tsaka graphic design, we kind of like trained him to do his own brand as well, parallelly to what I'm doing.
Now, okay, so you have the business running, and I'm sure it's doing what it needs to do. When did this whole idea for art toys came up?
So every artist that works for us, or any artist actually, will always have this quest to express themselves, to show the world what their own style is. So
Parang ibang artists nag-express themselves in a different way. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Diba?
Oh.
But how did it channel into art toys? Because when we were growing up, I don't know if there was talagang art toys back then or
wala.
When did it really start? And sabi mo nga si Mind Style, si
Michael Lau was a big inspiration. Yun nga us as graphic designers, we have clients to please. There will be always a thing at the back of our heads that we want to do ourselves na walang kliyente. Passion project na...
Your piece de resistance. No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Na mine. Parang 8 for them, 1 for me kind of thing. Yun yung 1 for me ko was Quiccs, the brand, the style. I wanted to do artworks and characters that wasn't aimed to please anyone but myself. Representing myself, expressing my own art style, my own brand. Hindi yung creative director for a graphic design studio. So that's basically like the core of it. Like I started with DeviantArt. Parang yun yung Instagram for artists back then when Facebook and Instagram weren't around. And I would post there my own style, who Quiccs was. And eventually, nung 2012, may mga nakilala ko sa industry through a contest in Thailand, yung CE Planet. And I met bloggers for toys, specifically. And going back to my dream of creating my own Michael Lau toy, I was able to formulate my own and given the opportunity to like create something for that industry.
Pero, I mean, winning a competition is one thing. Kasi sa competition, most of the time, ang mga nakakaalam niyan is people in the industry. Right?
Yeah.
But what you did was to open it up into the mainstream.
I guess.
So,
I don't think we're still mainstream, pero I guess I opened up a wider audience.
Pare, I went to the what was the last toy show? Yung sa World Trade Center?
Yeah.
Was that Toycon?
Toycon. SMX.
Toycon.
Sa SMX.
Pare, when you have a line there that stretched for kilometers and hindi na ubos yung tao, para hindi specialized yun. And it went for days. I mean, I've been to your events at Robinson's Galleria. Of all places, Robinson's Galleria, di ba? Puro parang reunion ng Ika at Silvia yan eh. Di ba? Never ako pumunta na Robinson's na hindi ako nakakita ng kamag-anak or kaibigan na galing Ika or Silvia. But yet, we'd go to your event.
Yeah.
Wala akong kilala doon na kamag-anak. And you have a full gamut of people from older, baka hindi maganda yung older, no? Much more mature people, and you have the younger ones as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we're super lucky to be able to widen our range sa audience through the years.
Kasi, I'll admit, a lot of people buy these things because pare tumataas. Parang Bitcoin yan eh. Kasi nalaman niya kung kita ito, ikita, bibili. Tapos pag nalugi, murahin niya yung kaibigan niya. Parang hindi naman tumaas eh. But for some reason, yung sayo, it's not, I mean, of course, you will never be able to eliminate flippers, But in your case, it's people buy it because they just keep it. It's there. And it's
I think
Pakita natin sa kapila. Di ba, isang buong cabinet yan.
Oh.
But, we buy it because it's just, what do you think the secret is? Or do you have a secret?
I do. I think, hope it is the reason why they collect it. It's the connection that they have for the toys. Similar to how I'm connected to my influences. Yung Japanese robot shows, the American hip-hop music. My toys connect to the same people na pareho yung hilig ko. For those collectors that you're describing na they buy it because they like it. It's because they grew up the same generation as I did. So they want to surround themselves with the same stuff that I enjoy. So I think that's yung storytelling and the connection.
Grabe ka humble tong.
I
will in this show I will announce an epiphany. It's probably not an epiphany, but I think it's you eh.
Oh.
Kasi when somebody falls in line for 3-4 hours just to get your signature on a toy. The toy really doesn't matter. It's a toy. You made it, but for some reason the signature adds some nostalgia to it and some connection. So I think it's the connection to you more than the connection to the art.
I don't think I'm worthy, pero hope so. I hope so. Yun yung reason nila.
But it's a foregone conclusion.
Thank you.
Diba?
Thank you. Salamat.
But when you make these characters, obviously there's a business side to it. I mean, in anything you have to be able to sustain what you're doing. You have to have a business side to it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you plan things out? I mean, obviously you have Carlo, you have Luday, and
Dex.
How do you guys plan? You have Dex, who amazing yung wardrobe. Saka lahat ng pinapadalang t-shirt sa akin, kasya.
Oh.
Kasya.
Big boy din kasi ako eh. So, kailangan laging may for me.
Lagi may room.
Oh.
Para medyo.
If I can't wear my own stuff, problema yun, di ba?
Buhok lang nagkakalayo sa size. Diba?
Tabayong sa akin.
How do you plan things out? I mean, we're very curious kasi, a lot of us collectors, we're friends then. And we're like, we always have this notion. It's like, ano kaya lalabas susunod? Ano kaya lalabas?
Mm.
Do you guys do a market survey or?
No, we don't.
I don't want to be technical, diba? But
we can be technical. We don't do market survey or SWOTs, SWOT analysis.
Hindi, SWOT analysis, wala.
We don't do that. We don't do that. And ako mismo, even for Urban Water business, I've always been telling Carlo na I don't believe in brainstorming. Hate na hate ko yun. Pag brainstorming ng team.
Ng ideas?
What happens is, yung mga pinaka-extrovert, even if they have sucky ideas, sila yung pinapakinggan. And the introverts who have the best ideas, they don't be...
Ayaw magsalita?
Kasi socially awkward sila. So...
Hindi nakakatawa doon after the meeting, iti-text ka.
Ito yung idea ko. Boss, ito yung idea ko.
Tayo na may meeting kanina, di ba? Hindi ka nagsalita.
Yung always attack ko dyan, isa-isa magpa-present kayo. So even the introverts get to have time to shine.
Kahit
mga ideas
nanginginig
niya.
Pinapawisan.
At least meron siyang moment na he can flesh out his ideas.
So para palang Shark Tank
imbis na di ba yung halo-halo kayo, yung extroverts lang yung
Tsaka nag-dominate ng conversation.
Exactly.
Usually, diba?
So it doesn't generate the maximum potential ng brainstorm session.
So you give an equal chance to everyone, regardless of personality.
Yes. And in terms of Quiccs, isa lang ideas ko lang. yung
no override mo na.
Medyo. But I do listen to their advices, of course. I think what makes it work for us is always the planning ahead kung ano yung mga other ventures that we can go to be able to represent ourselves. I guess similar to Virgin the company. The Virgin company.
Virgin.
I like dabbling into territories and industries na hindi ko pa natatry. That's why we have the Secret Club,
But
the
there
Johnny
is
Walker.
an island for sale.
An island for sale.
Yeah. So,
I don't know what to do with my brand on an island. A resort maybe.
Necker Island.
Oh, pwede.
Yeah.
But that's always been my philosophy is to besides moving forward, also move sideways. Other industries that we can represent ourselves. That's why I guess yun din yung reason why we have collabs like Secret Club, Johnny Walker. We're always in the hunt for other industries that we can apply our creativity into making it part of the Quiccs brand.
You know, funny story yung Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
You know, I bought several bottles. So I gave a very good friend, I gave him a set.
Oh.
Right? Hindi niya alam. Akala niya Blue Label lang. So nung nag-inuman sa bahay nila, ininom niya. So sabi ko, pare, Quicks yan. Shit. Puta, ngayon pag nakita mo sa cabinet niya, tsaka na yung laman. Pero nandun yung bote.
Not bad. No.
Ininom yung apat
Na-enjoy
na
niya,
bote.
tapos nandun pa din
Na-enjoy
yung design niya. Okay yun.
Sabi ko, no, that was a very, you know, the funny thing about that collab is it's out left field. It's out left field talaga.
For us especially.
And it brought it in.
That's because it's always been, I guess that's the background of having a graphic design studio is we always find a way to make it work for the client. So that was a challenge for me. How to make Johnny Walker and Quicks look reasonable na, oo nga, no, perfect yung collab na to. So that's what we
who
did.
approached who at that point? Was it
Mostly our collaborations are, we wait for them to approach us. Ayoko yung nagpipitch kasi mahirap eh. Pag ganun, typically yung client, so small timing ka. And, exactly. So whenever we have collabs, those are people who really have studied who we are first before reaching out to us. So they already have an idea who we are. And very honored that these brands, especially the likes of Adidas and Johnny Walker, approached us for collabs. So,
well, speaking of Adidas, there's a funny story that you made kwento at one time. Sabi ko, I asked you, I think in passing, I asked you, it's like, how the hell did you end up working with Adidas? While dati, sabi mo, binubootleg mo yung Adidas.
Of course.
And usually, wala, pirata yan. Ayoko. But, you know,
that's the reason why
culture ng Adidas,
True. I think they're more open. They're more open to art as it is.
I mean, God forbid you do that on the 23 brand. Pag ginawa mo dun sa kabila yun, pare, pucha, cease and desist ang makukuha. Hindi offer letter.
Also, in a way, yung mga sinasabi sa yung toys that inspired me, sila Michael Lau at sila Alex, so we're also using the three stripes in a way back in early 2000s. And I think easy recall siya to hip-hop yung Adidas Superstars.
Run DMC.
Oh. Yeah. And plus the fact that since high school and college, Adidas Superstars na talaga ako. Na-charm ako enough for me to apply it to my own artworks then. So, I guess yung brand loyalty, they also saw it.
So, way back then, Adidas ka na talaga?
Yeah. The very first drawing ni Tech63 in DeviantArt, if you try to search for it, naka 3 stripes na yun since 2011, 2012.
I mean, Adidas would be remiss if they didn't, at that point, di ba? Na it's a match made in heaven.
I think so, yeah. And I guess they also recognize that very passionate talaga ako for the brand. So, it added to their choosing of me, kumbaga.
So, you're going on your second year with Adidas?
Fourth year.
Fourth na ba?
We did, matagal.
Siyempre, pandemic,
2019.
Wow.
Projects with Adidas also, of course, take time to develop and to, mahaba yung lead time. But we actually came to agreement of some sort of partnership 2019 pa lang. Wala pa yung pandemic.
Oh. Wow. The question is, where are you? I mean, you're at this stage.
Yeah.
You seem happy.
Of course.
Where do you think you want to take the brand from here? And where does Quicks, I mean, let me rephrase. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? You know, that's such a cliche question.
But we always think about that. Oh, we always think about that, especially with my sister and Carlo. We always plan for the future. Even after my life, gusto namin tuloy-tuloy pa. It has to be a brand that may legacy kahit pa paano. So, we do also think about that. I guess, I'm really enjoying what we have now. It's a tight ship. Everything's there. All the equipment is there. And the islands that we want to visit are in vision naman. I don't dream of having a bigger boat. I'm very happy with what I have now. It's running fine, so wag mo nang guluhin. Kumbaga, diba? Wag mo nang
you know, that's the funny thing when you're actually content and you're happy, that's when it actually blossoms. When you're not content and when you're greedy, that's when things start shrinking.
I think so.
Because you start making
lots of overhead.
Lots
of overhead to think about. Lots of people who want more.
And you start getting the wrong people involved, and you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So same with the Burnwater organization. I've always envisioned a tight team lang. And we don't dream big. We're happy with what we're getting, obviously. And continue to do what we want. And of course, we have plans to venture into other industries, like what I said. Doon ako mahilig. Yung challenge of representing myself in other ventures.
Are there any other industries you want to break in that you might want to reveal in our show? Para gumanda ng... okay. Hindi pa approve yan. Guys.
Yo, pag na-approve na.
Pwede.
Yes.
Kasi pati yung mga kliyente natin, kongresista, baka hindi na manood.
But we're getting ready for it. Kumbaga. Kung ano man yung sinabi ni Carl. I think the viewers will have an idea what it is. So.
I will reiterate to you what Al Pacino said. Do not get high on your own supply. But sometimes it feels good.
So that's one example. And we do have other the gaming is really something that I want to explore more. So we started the partnership with Zion.
With Tier 1.
Tier 1 na. Tier 1 din.
Sino ba to Zion? I saw you guys, pati si Alvin. Sabi ko, who's Zion?
Zion has been in the industry for quite a long time, but they started with vaping
Kasi
devices.
Kasi Zion, yung basketball player sa NBA.
Si Zion Williamson.
So sabi ko, dito sa Pilipinas yun. Hindi ako tinawag ni Alvin.
Sa vaping industry sila lumaki. But the keyboard
that's
culture,
Zion.
the keyboard that we made a collab with is them. But the keyboard culture, the keyboard industry on its own is a rabbit hole that recently lang din namin nalaman. The entire subculture of people who like or love their keyboards is something new to us. And so it was a nice challenge for us to represent ourselves again.
I mean, you know what was funny is about, since we're talking about keyboards, nagulat ako nung kinuwento ni Carlo sa akin yung presyo ng keyboard. Muntik ako nahulog sa phone ko and then I started researching, I started Googling, I started...
Cheap.
Puta, grabe pala ng tao.
It's actually
nasisira ulo
affordable.
dyan.
The amount of customizing and the amount of art, parang art na din siya.
Hindi kasi 3 minutes ako nagpipindot ng keyboard para nawiwili ako sa kakapindot.
Diba?
Yeah.
So, siya on its own, it's a rabbit hole, it's a subculture na a lot of people are really into. And like toys, people collect keyboards too.
So for all you guys who have no idea, we will show an inset of the photo. Add na lang natin, of these keyboards. And these keyboards run for 40,000?
Ganun. 1,000 to 1,500 US. But when you get to test it, you realize why it's expensive. It feels expensive. It's heavy.
Yeah, I mean, pag nagalit yung asawa mo, hinampas sa'yo yan, siguradong hospital ang bagsak mo. Kasi ang bigat
Like bakal, solid bakal.
Yeah.
And the artwork they put into the keys, artisan keys yung tawag nila, is also a subculture of its own.
Hindi ba napupudpud yun?
Hindi. Kasi, especially now, they have 3D printers and resin recasters.
It's embedded in the plastic na.
The color of the resin itself is the yung ginagamit. And they do wild multicolor artwork keycaps. So those will never run out of paint yung surfaces nun. Kasi yun na yung kulay nun.
Kasi ako pag tumingin ako sa keyboard, maraming kulay, natataranta ako. Di ako mapag-type eh.
True.
But so these people actually use their keyboards.
Yes. Some of them have them hanging sa parang collection din. So I'm pretty sure they have a daily use.
Ganon
keyboard.
din. It's what do you call that keyboard? Yung spring-loaded ba tawag?
Mechanical keyboards. So mismo yun.
Apple II, right? Yeah.
Factors like yung tunog, yung depth ng pindot, tsaka yung recoil. May yung every person has a sweet spot.
No,
diba? Yun yung...
Every person has a fetish.
Yun. Exactly.
Some people get off on keyboards.
Exactly. That's yung pagka-tactile niya is something na ngayon lang namin nalalaman na...
I mean, how did that whole thing come along?
I think ever since naman, people have their own preferences
with
for
you
keyboards.
guys. How did it... Because of Zion.
A lot of people from Zion are friends from way back na. Tropa na namin. So, when they got into keyboards, it was natural for them to ask, gusto nyo yung mag-collab tayo with something na special, na Quiccs branded na mechanical keyboard. And I think we also recognize, we just don't go into other industries na without thinking ahead. Of course, we collaborate with people na we feel that are connected to the brand in our story to tell. So,
magkakaroon ba ng Quiccs na slot machine?
Sana,
Kasi
pwede.
nanay ko una bibili nun. Saka tatay ko, lalagay sa bahay. Kaya siya rin maglalagay ng pera doon sa slot machine.
Something related, magugulat ka, is coming. Pero isa yun sa mga plano namin ni Carl. Na,
wala kayong plano i-reveal sa show natin para magdumami viewers natin. Tsaka magka-sponsor kami. Kasi hanggang kayo, wala pa kami sponsor eh.
Nag-enjoy ka dun sa basketball tournament, diba?
Sobra.
Quicks. Meron pang isang tournament na feeling ko mag-enjoy ka din. Na may kinalaman sa slot machine. Diba?
Pwede ba maghugot ng buong team?
Off-cam, sabihin siya. Off-cam. I-enjoy ka din.
Kasi meron tayong i-recruit, di ba? Yung mataba, yung di ba? Pinost ko sa video eh. Putay, natrasan yung kalaban niya. Wala na nagawa eh. Available daw yun. Kaya lang, kailangan natin import from China.
From China.
Tapos, pare, pagkain lang niya, maling. Maling everyday. Yeah.
Pakainin mo doon sa restaurant, may restaurant sa baba ng Burnwater na hole in the wall. Pero hindi mo type yung mga maanghang. Pero super legit, solid, sarap ng food niya. Although lahat maanghang.
Pare, hindi. Makatay ako doon. I mean, when we went to Ravi, di ba, yung pinuntahan nyo, napakasarap ng pagkain.
Mm-hmm.
But, pare, the trip going back to the hotel, sitting in the car, was a sight to behold. Kasi nakahawak ako sa nakaganon ako tapos I mean, you've never seen a guy run from a Prado all the way to the elevator faster than I have.
Pero now that
it was
you,
like World War III.
I see. Now that you brought it up, besides their food being good, Ravi in Dubai is
it's an icon.
And we feel connected to them kasi Adidas also recognize them as someone who's worthy to be given a collaboration to.
Pero hustler yung mga yun. May benta na ako ng sapatos. Nakita, akala pogo siguro ako.
Yung
$1,500 daw.
Mahal!
I know! Sabi ko, aren't you in Dubai? Why are you asking me for dollars? It should be dinar. Puta, compute siya. Binigay sa akin dinar. Puta, $1,500 din. Akala pogo eh.
Sikat yung Superstars collab.
Sikat nga.
Iconic.
So you're going back to your the traveling, going to shows.
Yeah.
How many shows do you go? Kasi I can't keep up with your schedule na eh. Madalas you guys go to a lot of countries,
Pre-pandemic, most especially.
Mas marami pa pre-pandemic?
Yeah. We were in the States siguro 3 or 4 times a year. 2017 to 2019. Because we wanted to connect to the collectors in the States.
It's a huge market.
And not a lot of people would know, I think, that back in 2012, sila yung nauna to recognize my artworks and my toys.
Sa States pa?
Yes. Nag-catch up na lang yung Pilipinas. In a big way. In a big way yung catch up ng Pilipinas.
Gano'n naman tayo dito eh. Pag, tate yan, galing tate. Diba?
But they caught up in a big way.
Caught up in a big way, yeah.
I'm proud to see how the Filipinos warmed up to my art.
It's funny to export it for it to be recognized back, ano?
I guess. But I think also, sila yung una
naka-recognize.
I mean, naka-appreciate for art toys. Even before my time. Mid-2000s, Kid Robot. Mga Americans Kid Robot, na talaga yung nagpauso ng art toys. And back in the Philippines, yan, sila Big Boy and his friends lang yung medyo familiar.
Sila lang. When they started in Banawe or?
No, in Channel 7. Sa may
Channel 7.
Oh. Anong
Mother
kalsada?
Ignacia.
Mother Ignacia.
Mother Ignacia.
Scout.
Yeah. Ralios. I think Scout Ralios. Yeah.
Where our friends, sila Progress are now. Used to be, the same street na andun yung Fresh Manila. Hindi pa nga Secret Fresh. I guess sila Big Boy were one of the people in the Philippines who were into art toys before everyone else did. And I'm happy to be loyal to Secret Fresh kasi as early as 2012, pinupush na kami nila Bigs na tama yung direction nyo. Go for it. I
mean, now that you have this what's the word? I cannot find the word. The fame, I would say. Not in a bad way, but in a way that because you deserve it. And things are going well. What frustrates you?
I don't think I'm that famous naman na kailangan ko ng body.
You are. I mean, I'm that's how impressive it is. But at this point, of course, you have a lot of room to go, pal. But at this point, what frustrates you? Kasi I'm sure may pitik.
Meron din. May pitik lagi. I think there might be a misconception that what we do is easy and what we do is stupid. Because I do kind of like portray myself sometimes as stupid. Pero I think some people think what we do is easy. So there are a lot of like people who become haters then they think
seryoso that hater ka?
Hindi naman, or detractor or why. Yung mga tagtatanong why that guy, why. I guess because some people think that what we do is easy. But they don't realize that at the back of it, there's a lot of planning and what do you call this? Business knowledge that you need to know.
Yeah.
To not F up. So
because there's a lot of people who come up with toys and come up with brands that don't really
and they
gain
expect
any
to be
traction, diba?
And they expect to be successful from the get-go. And then when they become frustrated, they start questioning why we are
they start blaming other people for that.
Exactly. And questioning why we are where we are right now. Parang ganun. Because I think sometimes we make it look like it's easy to do. So, yun yung frustration ko. May mga tanong, tsaka mga
How do you deal with it?
Carlo and Luday are parang punching bags. They filter it out before it reaches me.
Kaya pala hindi na tumataba si Carlo.
I'm an introvert myself. So, as much as possible, I distance myself from social media. Hindi ako ma-social media. Kung tanggalin mo yung work-related posts ko sa Facebook ko, wala siya laman. Unless birthday ko or birthday ng nanay ko.
Birthday mo ka, hindi ka na nagpo-post. I'm sure somebody posts, your birthday wishes and everything. Yeah.
That's because I'm not into social media that much. I think I acquired that trait din from Mara. Kasi ayaw din niya. She's off the radar as much as possible. And, but as an industry, of course, may mga din through the grapevine chit-chat. Si Luday tsaka si Carlo yung filter ko. And when it reaches me, the stuff that reach me are the important lang.
Kailangan ng kailangan na ng attention mo and decision.
Yeah.
That's great. At least, para kang kidney.
Kidney.
Ba, liver or kidney.
Kidney. Taga-filter.
Taga-filter.
No.
Which, that's the main thing about having a good team. I mean, one of the things we try to bring out in this show, because we have a lot of people who want to start businesses, who are very talented, but somehow they get guided the wrong way.
Yeah.
Or somehow they get attached to the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
And they get led down that, you have the yellow, the blue or the red pill,
Yeah.
They decide to take both. I mean,
True.
patay ka talaga dun.
Oh.
Diba?
Like going back to the allegory of boats. Pag may boat ka, sagwan ka nagsagwan. Okay, hardworking, tuloy-tuloy
Abot
nga.
ka, yeah.
Pero paikot-ikot ka. Hindi, nandun ka.
Nandun ka lang.
You have to have a vision of where you're going. And you need to know how to sagwan to get there. Parang ganun.
Yeah, sabi nga ni Michael Jordan, you have to learn how to hit, you need to learn how to swing before you can hit a hole in one. You have to learn how to hit the ball.
Yeah.
So, other people think you get lucky lang eh. Hindi naman nila alam saluhin yung swerte.
True.
'Di ba?
Yeah.
Malas.
So I guess at a fault din I may seem to make it look easy kasi King Koy pero it involves a lot of
Well, that's how
work
all the greats are. They make it look flawless. They make it look so easy.
At a fault then sometimes but yeah, then to answer your question, one of the frustrations that I have, but I guess any industry na pasukan mo ganun talaga, diba? Not just for art toys.
You're going back, announcement lang, guys. Girls, wala na, taken na eh. May nagtanong sa akin minsan.
Oh.
I had to say it. So
23 years and happy.
23 years.
2000.
Any plans of getting married soon?
Soon. We're not planning to have a family naman. I think that's the one factor why we're taking our time into marriage. But soon enough. When we get to settle down, when I'm almost ready to retire. Medyo mainit pa ngayon and busy. Pero when I get to settle down, in part 9 ng plan.
Tsaka ka magse-settle down talaga.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually so different from kasi a lot of people, they just want to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi iniisip nila when they get older, mas mahirap, to start with the family and everything. But totoo yun eh. There's, you want to be stable, you want to be set.
And we're not
ng distractions.
Planning to have a family naman.
Yeah.
Kaming dalawa lang. And my sister and my brother, yun lang.
No, you guys have a very tightly knit group. Kaya, your dad passed away when?
2014.
2014.
Yeah. He battled cancer of prostate for 8 years. A really good guy. Super chill guy. And
what would you think, if he was still here today, what would you wish he would say?
Ever since I started my illustration tsaka art journey, super supportive na nung dad tsaka nung mom ko. But I would always tell Luday na nanghihinayang ako sometimes na I wasn't able to pamper him as much as I pampered my mom now with all the help and the stuff that I've given her. But I'm pretty sure if you were still alive, super proud, and he'd always be wearing a Quiccs shirt. Tsaka would always be in our events. Ganun.
Yeah.
It was before he died, nagsa-start na 2012, 2013. I would already have events and what do you call that? Parang conventions to speak at for design, and he'd always be there to support. So sometimes nanghihinayang lang ako na hindi niya naabutan yung Toycon stuff.
Kasi
How
ibang
crazy
klase yung
it
Toycon,
goes.
I mean, inikot namin yung Toycon. Ikaw lang may mahabang pila eh, honestly. Ikaw lang may pila. I mean, others had, but not as long. Buti nga kilala ko na kayo, hindi na ako punta. Sa tawag ko lang kay Carlo. Okay,
super thankful kami talaga na yung thankful kami for the local support ng Quiccs. Lucky. Very lucky kami.
No, like I said, medyo weird dito, no? You have to export it out before it gets noticed here. But that's the way the game is played, no?
That's true. Yun lang yung parang sometimes I would try to imagine kung nakita to ng Jerpats namin, super saya siguro.
And I'm sure he is. He's seeing it now.
Diba? I hope so.
So guys, there you go. Any parting words for your fans, your followers, yung mga talagang ina-idolize ka? There's a lot of them. You know, what kind of wisdom can you impart? If we could compartmentalize it, marami frustrated sa nangyayari ngayon, and you see the noise on social media. There's so much negativity.
That's why I distance myself.
There's a lot of people who are lost.
And parang echo chamber siya of truth that it's not actually there pag disconnect ka lang. Tapos labas ka. Di ba? Iba na. Parang the people you will meet outside don't really care about what's hot on FB and IG.
They don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. Di ba? Magugulat ka. And if you travel to a different country, di ba? The people there don't know what you're problemizing about in your head. Which is very refreshing for me.
Especially the Europeans.
Exactly.
Like, happy lang sila.
Yeah. And kahit sa Southeast Asia, punta ka lang sa SG or Hong
countries,
Kong.
Yeah. But what can you impart for those people who are lost? Na hindi na alam ang gagawin. Ang dami gumraduate from college and they're still hovering.
Yeah.
You know?
I always advise other artists that I think also applies to everyone else in any other industry. When you make your passion your work, something you love na parang naglalaro ka lang, you enjoy it na it's not like a 9-to-5 job that you hate, that waking up parang yung expression mo sa mukha. But if you're enjoying what you do, whether it's like being a doctor like Doc Rai, or Dex who wants to grow weed, fashion pala.
Fashion.
If it's something...
Kasama na rin yun, hemp eh.
Hemp.
Organic.
Don't
panic, it's organic.
If your profession is something you love and you're happy waking up to thinking about it, then you're in the right path. And make work not as if it's work, but playing, and you'll enjoy life better that way. So if you're not enjoying what you're doing now, better think more and find something that you love doing.
Guys, there you go. I mean, I know it's hard to digest because there's a lot of people talaga who hate what the hell they do every day. I mean, I meet people like that every time. But there comes a point wherein you have to say, is this how life should be?
True.
Diba?
Yeah.
We get caught up with trying to impress people we hate and buy things you don't really need.
Yep.
But that's the internet age.
True. Parang the projected like happy life that Instagram and Facebook shows you might not be
fake.
Oh yeah. Those people, if you find out, are not happy at all. Diba?
They end up getting sued.
Yeah, exactly.
Diba?
Where baon pala sa utang.
Yung Rolls Royce pala na nakapost puta rental car pala.
Oh.
Na hindi niya binayaran kasi yung credit card niya na talbog.
I'll tell you off cam, there's a hot person right now in the watch industry na ganun.
Yeah.
I
have an idea who it is. But so guys, there you go. Quiccs in the flesh. This video is actually going to be a little bit longer. So we have more surprises coming. And Quiccs, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. And thank you for your support. You're one of our favorite collectors.
You're welcome.
I'm honored to be part of your collection.
Wag nyo lang ako sasama dun sa basketball ulit. Okay na ako, team owner. Hindi na ako maglalaro. Tama si Carlo. So guys, there you go. Episode 16. Right? 16. Hopefully by 17, we have a sponsor. Kahit tire block lang. Okay lang yan. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Quiccs,
thank you.
Please support. Go to his Instagram page. It's Quiccs. Huwag nyo gagayahin yung ginawa ko na lahat ng variation ng Quiccs, ginawa ko na. It's Quiccs. And merong blue tick mark sa Instagram. Alright, guys? Take care.
I am the king.